graduation rules, so you better breathe. Quick and thick as thieves, pivot deeper when I sniff defeat. Every time it's trick or treat and feeding what the system eats. Distill a stream, ciphers get the cricket clean. Citizens with nitroglycerine, blowing up the scene. Brokers in the shadows, always publishing the digits clean. Hearing all the chilling screams, tearing down this blow machine. Faced with obligated ways made to intervene. Statements, racing at the pace that the rhythm speaks. Living with these individuals, I'm a guillotine. Docs getting dumped in a rush on the WikiLeaks.
We're back! Welcome to Archvile! I'm your host, G.I. the Wolfman Jack. Ow! So today, as promised, right? You know, I got my fucking Slayer shirt on. I'm rocking the fuck out because we have a game that dates back to when dressing like this outside was actually socially acceptable or not, or we did it anyway, and it was good times. It was definitely good times. So, what we have to do for today is we are doing, what's it called? We're doing, the theme of this show is Doom. Back in the early 90s, Doom 1, Doom 2. And then, the break in Doom 3. And now, this show we'll be covering 2000 and, the recently released Doom Eternal. But to warm this up, let's take a trip down memory lane. So hold on 1 second here. I'm all big. Let me shrink my self down to size. All hyped. And Doom 1. So this isn't quite Doom 1, but this is the kind of the GZ Doom. This is GZ Doom. This is the fork with the with OpenGL mouse look that somebody made in the mid 2000s with more modern controls. So this is one we're playing today. This is an OpenGL system. This is also runs better on modern systems. So everybody remembers this one. All-time classic. Actually, 1 second. Before we get into this, before we get into any special weapons pack, let's take this trip down memory lane a little better and play it without any of the just remapped versions of the old textures. Here we go. The way it was played back in 94. The way it looked back in 94. 94. Let's get it. 94, right? game, right? Back in this era, this game, video games, this is largely a mow 'em down. It ran like 60 miles an hour. You mow 'em down. So all these bad guys are really slow and kind of stupid, so you can kind of sneak up on them. And most of the time, as long as you shoot first on these guys, you can dodge their ammunition. They're kind of good. Especially early on, you kind of want to just from these shotgun dudes and take their ammo, because that comes in important later on. Oh, cool. 50-50. 50 shells, 50 shells. What's up? Should be a machine gun. Can't remember. Oh no, just more shotguns. Shit. That's what the machine guns out here. Okay, so because of this is GZ Doom, you actually have to jump. Jump and crouch weren't originally in the game. So we're gonna use this to actually cheat. Because, see, that's a... That's the door that opened up to this side. Just super secret. Must have played this a million times. There we go. There's the machine gun. So it's also funny what they think about weapons is you have like a pump action shotgun. You have like a minigun, which is like a submachine gun in reality. You have like a Beretta. And then you have like a rocket launcher that looks like you're shooting out of a garbage can. Then you get into a plasma rifle, which to be fair, we don't have plasma rifles, so you can make them anything really. And then the BFG, which I think kind of speaks for itself. We don't have those either, so it's hard to say. Well, yeah, you can't really have a BFG. What? Really? Gotcha. So chat's not refreshing. Let's actually get your restream chat right over here. Some recent versions of GNOME, they have this thing where the web page doesn't really render unless it's in in the current desktop because, no. And reasons, and I have no idea why. There's a red key. Like Doom Eternal. Yes! So, trip down memory lane. You can make fun of the cheesy graphics, but... See, this is... You have no idea how scary this was. Oh my god, the lights come out. You're a young teen, you're a kid, and you're like, oh my god. The monitors suck back too, so you really couldn't see anything either. So, like I said, this used to be like really dark. Absolute nothing. You play this in the dark, and this whole game would be like, it's coming out in the dark, man. This game was like freaky, you know. You just be like right up, like wow, so intense. As you can see, I played this for like years. Like, what the bad guy is, kind of. It's almost kind of not fun. It's still fun, but it's almost kind of yeah. You should know where it is. There's a chainsaw down here. But imagine that, like on top of all these like impossible weapons, it's just like you just get the sheer satisfaction of just ripping enemies apart with a chainsaw. Why? I guess that's fun. Alright, whatever. Get the chainsaw later. Some more shotgun action. And of course, the barrels with green slime that blow up. You can see there, OG's the Doom chainsaw. It's just a wood-cutting chainsaw. They go. Wah, 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 wah. So let's see what we actually have installed as far as packages. Yes. Doom. We have GZ models, we have these. So let's see what files are actually in here. Copy, paste. Okay, there's one pack. CD. Yes, thank you for donating. So what other files we have in here? We have a few. So let's try a few. Let's try a few more. There's kind of bright maps. B Doom is beautiful Doom. Let's try. Let's do this one. Game options. Add files. Games. Doom. fuck it. This is a hard one. This is like the fourth episode. This does not come with the original game. This was actually, it wasn't even sold as an add-on. It's like what this was. This is what they call the Ultimate Doom, right? Is they started selling later versions of the game. They had like a few different versions. Oh, so if you thought the first three were freaky, this is the freaky episode where they really climb up on you. There we go, bam! So this one, they kind of later versions of Doom, they just call the Ultimate Doom. All the latest patches and fixes on the engine, all the updates, of course, full new episode. And this expansion is Beautiful Doom. They backported a few things like lighting from Doom 3 and a few other shit from other Tech games later today. So this is just a massive expansion of the engine. As you can see, the fireballs actually aren't glowing orange orbs. They updated all the models, all the sprites. Sniper rifle, no headshots. Just do them. Invisible bad guys, transparent. Slightly, but they were never truly invisible. They were never really truly ghosts. So, Side Pocket makes a good point. Spectres were slightly harder to see on CRTVs, but they were never really truly invisible. So you hear them shooting, instead of shooting at each other, which kind of... Just a tip. So, pistol, shotgun, helmet. Where the hell did you come from? One at a time. Unless you have like a mow 'em down weapon, one at a time. One at a time, set ambushes, make them fight each other. That's how this game works. There we go. And this is my boomstick. There we go. Jesus, and one comes out of here too. But I got something for you. 5 rockets. 5 rockets. It's a lot of rockets, let me tell you. Cheat. Alright, there is it. There's the other level. That level is always hard. Not gonna lie. That's fine. So there's a few more. And of course, the ultimate evolution of the first Doom engine we have. Aeon to Death! So somebody thought it'd be a good idea. The game was originally 30 megabytes, including everything, all the files. It was... Well, actually, how big was it? The original... Actually, I'll show you right here. The original WAD files are 12. What's it called? A 12 megabyte WAD file. And now, not only do they have an add-on, Aeons of Death. Originally, this is before they added these PK3s. Was a 600, and now cut it down to 300 megabyte file that, on top of this. And before it used to come, originally, old versions used to come with something incredibly 32 new levels. No episodes, just 32 straight levels, and they were really hard. But now they just cut it down to they cut it down to this. It's still all this. And this is every bad guy's weapon from Doom 2, Hex Inheritance, Quake, Doom 3, Shadow Warrior, Blood. But they really nerfed this game because this used to be a lot harder. And they kind of added all these crazy power-ups, this weird magic system and items. And they took out all the bad guys are all kind of the equal strength. Which is kind of hard when you're first starting out, but when you have loads of big weapons, they all kind of melt. Which is disappointing because some of the harder weapons like the Cacodemon replacement. I mean, so the tier of level quality, the flying weapons are not quite and you're stupid about it. Original OG Doom is not areas with areas. There's a few tricks. It's a fake Z-axis. Z-Doom and GZ Doom have a real Z-axis. For all your Z-axis. Changes because sometimes really crazy. Good grief. Okay, maybe I lied about this being a little easier. Remember these things? These are from Quake 1. This is that's what replacing the attack. They're not nearly as menacing. Yeah, see, it just went down like that. That was supposed to be a Cacodemon. So, again, it's supposed to be a Cacodemon. Okay. Okay, maybe it's a little menacing. Some weapons, like in every weapon slot, has like 4 or 5 items, but some of them kind of drop more. Another gun in here. Oh, use a yellow key. Ooh, another yellow key. this? Ooh, what is this? What's this dust? That's a nice way to shoot. This is with a plasma rifle. Now, you got a different type of plasma rifle.
Aeon is exactly what I think of like what every Doomer's brain or Wolfen Doom's brain looks like.
Yeah, well,
Triad, all of that. So after this one, what are you going to show off next?
after this one is the main attraction.
Nice. Because I think an important thing to let people know on the show is part of the reasons why you can do all of this is because John Carmack and the original Doom team all the way up to Doom 3 eventually made every engine.
Yes, it was pretty much SOP for InTech. About 5 years after the game came out, they make the engine open source. So basically, if you had like the game, right, you actually had the R content. What's it called? All you have to do is download the R content, and you can just just recompile the game any way you want to. So the first thing that everyone does is like they port it to Linux. And once they port it to Linux, they port it to toasters. And this is the most widely ported video game. As soon as they got the source code, what people do is they run like Doom on everything.
It's like that. Basically that in Windows 95. Not to me.
Yeah, well, I have a minigun, so it's a fighting game.
Wait, where do you have the minigun? Wait, don't ask.
No, got them all.
Yeah, that's why you can have so many barrels. Engines such as Free Doom, which is like completely open source everything. I think two ports in the future that you could play that would probably blow your mind is Sonic Robo Blast 2, which is a completely competent Sonic game that is, they completely like manipulate the Doom engine like completely inside and out to make that game work.
Sounds kind of cursed.
No, it's actually really, it's like honestly one of the most stable. You can run it without the
Oopsies! Damn it! Exactly.
Soul Cube was great.
Yeah, it's like everything in this game.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because one of the weirdest things that recently happened is Bethesda got bought out by Microsoft. So you can actually do like FPS crossovers now. Like Doomguy and Wolfenstein can meet Master Chief, and if they work
What
out
about
stuff,
Clippy? Can we put Clippy in one of these games?
that would be amazing, to be honest. It's like the final boss, or like the secret
No,
final
you just
boss.
have to rip him apart.
Yeah, that's what I mean, the final boss. Like on a bike, just like the way the icon of Sin is. No,
No, that's the new icon of Sing Clippy.
what may,
This crossover needs to happen.
what may or may not interest you as a future thing is there's a really good Doom 3 source mod called Dark Project, which is using Doom 3's whole dynamic lighting system to essentially make a Thief game anytime soon.
Oh, nice. I like the Thief game.
Thanks to Square Enix, because they tried rebooting the Thief game and it went terribly. But yeah, these are like a bunch of Thief fans, so that might be a cool. Oh god, there's the freaking aliens from Goddamn Head.
Yeah, like I said, they're everything in here.
Running. Actually,
invisibility. That's gonna come in handy because it's dark, so they can't see me. I think this is a good time to cap it. Because now that was Doom past. This, get ready for this, is Doom present. Actually, see here. Alright, I swear to you, I've never played this before. It's gonna be one of those kinds of nights. Some whiskey is in order. Yeah, we know. It's a Windows game, and we're playing this on Proton. As one of our faithful followers once retweeted, one of our followers on Twitter once asked, "No, there's no native port of Doom Eternal for Arch Linux." All right. Running install script. This is definitely interesting. Doot 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 doot. All right, well, this is loading. Take a time to answer. Well, this is loading. I'll take a time. Any questions? If any questions, Doom, me, Doom, either the old one, the new one, beer, whiskey. How awesome I look in these fucking shades. No, I guess not. I'm not. No. Let's go find the Twitch window. Oh, hi, followers. Dulce, Lyrics, Echenaro, Commander Root, Atten, Rockervoo, The Devil's Sob. Thank you all for tuning in. And of course, I want special thanks to Side Pocket for doing all the behind the scenes work and, being super psyched and super supporting me doing all this. Shout outs. Any more shout outs? Shout out to all the other DC groups there. Shout out to the new school. Shout out to the old school guys, 562-801. Shout out to the new school guys, our fellow new school kids. Rocking new DC groups, because what good would being a DC group have if we don't just expand this shit and start doing more shit? But funny, right? They call this a script, but it's an EXE. Huh. Still going. Steam service. CD. Local. Share. Local. F. Steam. Huh. What the? Okay, that's odd. Steam. Okay. CD Steam. Huh. Unable to initialize the Steam API. Make sure Steam is running and you are logged into an account entitled to the game. Ow. Huh. Let's try relogging with a newer version of. Thinking on this one. Absolutely thinking. Definitely thinking. Here we go. Latest version of Proton. Hopefully this does a trick. What we see here, let's look at this script here, where it says a script. How's this PDF file? What is a PDF file? I don't know, you start doing video games, you start seeing all this weird shit.
Hey, what's up? Step back.
Awesome, welcome back.
Why can't we see the terminal?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So here we're looking at what the hell.
Screen's too wide. I'll actually give you a hint. Take yourself, put you in the upper right corner of the chat and shrink.
There we go. Whoopsies. So I've been looking at me the whole time.
Yeah.
And so the whole point is the game is updating before it's going to launch.
Mhm.
Doom, Matthew, the latest version of Proton. I think this is kind of running. It's downloading content. I was asking, I saw, what the hell are these VDF files?
Mm.
So I have one open right here. This is actually what's in a VDF file. Say it looks like JavaScript. Yeah, it's probably JSON.
I also want to take this time that if you really like what you see so far and the insanity that's about to happen, you can click like, share, subscribe on whether you're on Twitch Live or DTube. We do see when you follow us and we shout this out. Also, if you have any questions about slaying demons or slaying OS kernels from the actual Doomslayer himself here under the helmet, you can ask at any time in chat. Otherwise, we're just going to figure that you're probably just mesmerized by all the stuff going on. You've actually been doing really well with viewers.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
I'm sure once it gets up and running, it would be good. From what I understand on Proton DB, I don't know if you have like a browser window for that, but it's rated as gold. So OG Doom was rated platinum because of the way they designed the engine. This one does work, and I've seen a lot of people run it on Arch, and apparently once it runs on Arch, it runs insanely smooth. It actually outdoes the Windows version by a lot. Even running it on Ubuntu outdoes it by a lot. But sometimes there are a few like nugget hiccups, and you see them on Proton DB, but those keep getting less and less as time goes on. And again, they just updated this game to include the DLC, so even if you didn't have the DLC, they probably updated some patch stuff to activate. So you're going to be seeing a lot of that. Kind of has a fun history, by the way.
Oh, here we go. Patch notes.
Yeah. Kind of fun history, by the way. They originally forgot to release this with the DRM, so for a while you could just straight pirate this game because they just released the full executable with no DRM. And that's actually one of the reasons why a month later, when Bethesda tried to put DRM in it, could you explain to the audience what DRM is, just in case they don't know?
DRM is Digital Restrictions Management. When you buy something, there's a company puts restrictions on what you can do with it because, they have this really weird notion that sharing is stealing. And so they don't want you to share it with people, so they put restrictions on it.
It's even worse because like you've paid for the thing already. So
so a lot of times, often, like the DRM is, sometimes it'll cripple the game. Sometimes it makes it run slower.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a reason why you need always-on connections. The game will run without it. As they just put this on there because, you pay money for this, and then
it increases the file size a lot of the times, and DRM is something that honestly I think whether you're gaming on Windows, Mac, or Linux, everyone basically complains about because it ruins all of their systems. But and that's why when they did that, well, first of all, thankfully the community was so vocal about it, they removed it a week later. But during that week, a fan actually made a code modification that will run if you have the DRM version, that will strip it back to an older version so that it can run without the code before it put the DRM in. And if you are on Twitch, I think it's called Doomerator or something like that. If you're on Twitch, that has our GitHub, and we have stuff pinned, and that that GitHub for that program is there. Hopefully, we shouldn't be able to use it tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But,
actually, let's see what's the cheating way. How to run Doom Eternal on Linux.
Or more like DRM. Because there's a lot of guides to it, but you need to find the one that actually reads the DRM part. And that's how you'll find that bit of code. Again, you probably won't be able to, you probably don't need to run it tonight. Let's see there. Yep, see Pac-Man, so, you know.
Settings change.
Mm-hmm. You're going to, after you do the updates and stuff, there's going to be a bunch of settings that you change in the loader, and it should run. Ironically enough, myself, I'm actually playing the Doom reboot on the Nintendo Switch, which is essentially is a Tegra X1 chip. And we're still waiting for our version of Doom Eternal. It's just taking a while because of COVID. But like, if you know, you can run the Doom remake on this, and it outside of it being 30 frames a second, it runs really well. 30 frames a second. Sometimes there's frame hitches, but the new engine is even more malleable than that. Like whatever low spec it tells you in Doom Eternal, you can easily make it run like way lower than it actually is, and it'll run buttery smooth. I accidentally looked at my feet here. All right. Another advantage you're going to notice is thankfully they took the mega textures out of Doom Eternal with the new engine. Oh, hi.
Okay, this is the one I think everyone needs. The GE.
Oh, hi, Em.
Need the GE patch set.
Yeah, this is where the fun begins. And again, it's not like it's flawless or anything. While you're figuring that out, as long as I'm not distracting you too much, I should probably... Whoop. Hello, Im.
Is a guy named Glorious Eggroll.
Yep. Yep, that was one of the early mods people. But what I should probably... I'm going to pause this. I should probably, like... You don't need to know much, but I'll get you up to date on about, like, what happened in the past game, so you're not horrifically confused by the sequel, just some pointer tips, right? So, in essence, what happened in the reboot is you wake up, you're on Mars, the UAC facility, the good old UAC facility. It's being run over by demons. You were found buried in a sarcophagus in hell. You find out later that essentially you were so incredibly badass that all of hell, including the Dark Lord himself, feared you. So, since they couldn't outright kill you, they just sealed you away. You know, just like Jack in real life in Jersey City.
Yeah.
And they were trying to solve an energy crisis, and hell has a type of
Here we
energy
go.
called Argent energy.
Hold on one second. Here we go.
Yep.
It's like in World of Warcraft, the Argent Dawn.
There you go.
Boop, boop, boop.
Warning, at worst, you might...
I never see this. Intro.
No, it's not even going to intro. You might have to create a Bethesda account, but they don't ask for like...
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is running. This is actually good. I got Doom running on Arch Linux.
Yep, and it should be pretty perfect.
Glorious.
Yeah, like it's already running. Like when I see it on like mid to high.
I'm gonna I'm gonna take this pin out. I need you to hold this for me for a second.
Oh, wait till you get the shoulder cannon for that.
That's great.
Yeah, you're gonna look at the Doom.
So if anyone's asking what the hell actually happened to my shoulder, like an actual, I had to. This is actually funny story about these things. These are an actual training grenades. So these were used by the U.S. Army, but if you look on the bottom, they have like a hole in the bottom, and you notice blue. If you were actually military, the international training safety color, or I don't know if that's true. They told me that in the Army. And they also have
blue is the training grenades. That's never that hasn't changed. So
the international safety color.
Yeah.
And of course you have like popped primer, so it's like complete. It's not a complete dud, but it's a spent training grenade. But it still kind of looks cool when you have like a pineapple grenade on your desk, or keep it on my desk, or just because I'm playing like Doom,
This is
or
also
like
gonna be hilarious because I'm pretty sure after you're done doing this,
press this one. Okay.
you're gonna want to Bethesda Net.
Okay.
So you create a new account. Or wait, is GI_Jack? You might already have an account and don't remember.
No, I don't have an
You don't
account.
have an account? That's
No.
interesting.
Why?
I wonder why it's bringing up GI_Jack. Is that because that's your machine name?
That's Steam.
Oh, okay.
Username
It's gonna open up a browser.
GI_Jack. Okay. GI_Jack at hackermail.com. Check email for verification.
It should put you into the game though. This is gonna be the annoying part because most people saw everything last night, so it should be okay. Now you have to adjust the gamma. You have to adjust slider until the logo is barely visible to your comfort.
How much of a set I still want to do? 'Cause I know like Doom, like especially Doom 3, they had that dumb thing with the flashlight, man.
No, that doesn't exist here.
Yeah, like
These
that was
games
fucking.
there are homages to Doom 3, but they in terms of its design, this is a giant movie. Okay, everything works. This is going to be beautiful.
All right.
So a quick reminder, everyone watching, this is his first time playing any of the modern Bethesda stuff. So he hasn't played the new Wolfenstein reboot, hasn't played the Doom, so
Yeah.
this is also great because there's a lot of retro throwbacks. So good luck. If you need a device, let me know.
Awesome. So let's see here.
Oh, yeah,
Okay. So let's check chat. Nothing in chat. Alright, got a free background. Spicy Demons Discord. Tutorial. Let's start with tutorial.
Also, thank you for Mr. Zero Cool 007 for following us on Twitch.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Zero Cool 00. Awesome. Game modes. Oh, wow. Holy shit, that's the actual part of Doom 1's soundtrack.
Yeah, I forgot on the new update they gave you a little thing.
Oh no, this is like legitimately Doom 1.
Yeah, it's just to give you a feel for the game. Although if you really want the authentic Doom experience, go into options and center all of your weapons. Wow, it looks really good on your machine, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the weapon modeling and like...
Yeah, oh yeah, thanks for posting my specs.
Yeah, it's a little muddled, but yeah. Yeah, you're gonna be jumping and flying around. Here you go, monkey bars, jump into that and move forward. This has very Quake 1 design and movement, specifically Quake 1.
Alright, so that's the setting, controls, let's make sure we have...
Also, you're on Hurt Me Plenty. It's up to you if you want to increase the difficulty rating. Also, you should see the difficulty rating logos. They look like rejected Ninja OS logos.
Yeah, because if you see like the new Ninja OS logo, it has like these same aesthetics. I kind of really like them because they're very throwback. It's not how Doom looks in the 90s, but it's very like kind of like mid 90s. kind of sci-fi mid-90s. If you saw like a science fiction movie in like the mid-90s, like all the interfaces and the computers look like this. I really like this aesthetic because it kind of, you know, I really always like that kind of aesthetic. Maybe I kind of grew up with it. I don't know.
The best way I can describe, especially Doom Eternal, is if the original id team had this type of hardware, software, you know, programming advancements and stuff. Like if they made this now, this is pretty much what it would end up being like. It's pretty neat. A lot of collectibles. Eventually you can unlock the OG Doom Guy armor. You want to double jump across that area. So therefore jump and then jump. Go back.
It's gonna be a long night, right?
Yeah. You might have to respawn back. Oh, shift.
Oh.
Yeah, you can also dash up to twice. Jump and then dash up, and that should allow you to reach the ledge. We'll get near the ledge and then do that. You should be able to grab it, like dash towards the ledge. No, what I mean is don't go that far. Like jump up and then dash forward. I'm glad you're doing this because even in the beginning area, they expect you to be like really good on timing really fucking fast. Because you should be able to, yeah, you should be able to jump, double jump, and then dash forward. You have to do it in that order. Don't do it. Take your time with it. Jump, then double jump, then dash. Right next to it. That's weird. I wonder why it's not. You might have to reset it. Again, this thing doesn't play around. You might have to reset the area. Unless there's something we're missing. If there's something we're missing in chat, let us know. The in-game tutorial should be able to let you understand everything well. But yeah, look at the difficulty. Make sure you're also, when you're ready, make sure look at the difficulty, adjust the graphics. I mean, it's running great now, but it really does get intense both in terms of gameplay and in settings later.
Okay, so.
You also might want to adjust the sensitivity maybe in the future. Because I just noticed because you keep looking up in the sky a lot. Let's just jump, then dash, going forward, don't stop. There you go.
There you
That's what
go.
you're supposed to do. Up, climb up this wall. You're gonna love this. This is new.
By pressing E or button 4.
Jump into that. Climb up. Yep. You move. You have to move. There you go. Keep going. Go in, go. Now you're gonna learn how to do that twice. Climb up this one, then look at the other one, dash into it, and then keep climbing.
Oh, Jesus, so I gotta go like this?
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, you probably should have played Quake 1 before you started this, 'cause you'll notice it's the same movement pattern.
No, I played like Quake 1.
I know.
Nothing like Quake 1.
And one of the reasons why this game is a lot more familiar to me is because I'm so used to Quake 1, Quake 2, and Quake 3. Alright, the weapon wheel. This is how you can select stuff. When you select weapons, it temporarily slows down time. Trust me, that's not a baby thing. You're gonna need that. That's why they don't allow you to turn it off. You can also, I think, use the scroll wheel. You can get some food. Thank you for donating 2 ice creams. That's 20 lemons.
Ice creams and lemons.
Yeah. It's their internal currency system. You can also cash it out to get paid. It's very similar to Twitch bits and super chats. Twitch bits and Twitch super chats and YouTube and Star. Yes. Those will be very useful against the cacodemons.
Have to swap weapon mods.
Yep, you're gonna love this. There's one that will explode things and one that will fire the shot. That's the one with the There you go. Yeah, there's no pistol in this game because it's too much of a pussy weapon. No, that's literally what the development team said. That is literally what one of the transgender game designers said. I have a feeling that after this, you're gonna try to build this piece of armor in real life.
Stranger Things.
It also has a built-in scavenger. Alright, change your ammo. Probably get a little closer. So put the ice bomb. Shoot at it. Keep shooting. Okay. When you freeze enemies, and if you freeze or set enemies on fire, they drop a lot of ammo. Not ammo, armor. Fatalitying or death blowing or whatever enemies gives you a shit ton of health. Chainsawing them gives you a lot of ammo, and lighting them and beating them when they're on fire or stars and style will get you more armor. You have to learn how to balance all these things, or the demons will really eat through you really fast. These are literally the chump demons. Yep, glory kill. When they're staggered like that, blinking, go up, and then... Yep. There you go. Learn to do that a lot. That's how you're going to get most of the health in the game. There's rarely any health pickups.
Lovely.
Yep. Blood punch is the secret. So, overkill him. Now activate the blood punch and kill all of them. There you go! You only get blood punches through glory kills. Alright, set these assholes on fire and keep shooting at them to get more armor. What I love too is that you saw first and you're gonna tell with that. The other weapon mod, rapid fire weapons really do well against the things. Chainsaw. Okay, so here's how the chainsaw works. It's not an individual weapon anymore. You get fuel for it, and when you have enough fuel, you can one-hit kill enemies, and it gives you a lot of ammo. It's very important with crowd control because you want to save up on fuel and kill like the stronger demons, or if you really need ammo, just kill one of the weaker ones to farm it from them. Here,
There's a lot here.
Yeah, those guys are back. Oh, shoot the thing on the top, yeah. It pops up your thing. There you go. That's how you know you shot off its weak point. Now it can't shoot at you. All the enemies are designed like that. So not only is it just awesomely gory, you know, there's a strategic element to it, you know?
Gotcha.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to watch you play the video in my campaign because I'm so excited for this, although I will be occasionally checking chat. That's the multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do I get out of it?
Just continue and then exit out of that menu. I might have to keep doing this, unfortunately. I love that right when I leave, I'm like, no, don't click on battle mode yet. It's walking you through the entire menu system now. Just keep going through with this and then exit out as soon as you can. Yeah, they had too many people complain about how everything's confusing, so they did that. Oh, hit escape. Can you hit escape? Oh, shit. Well, if you don't want to cycle through all the menus, you might want to reboot the game. Get the fuck out of here. It's probably going to load up a demo thing and try to get to the menu and exit it. Yeah. Quit. Yes. I would say select your difficulty, look at the configuration. And look at your config for your machine to make sure everything's running fine. It seems everything's running fine. And then just start the main campaign. I'm just amused watching you doing this.
Or the difficulty.
I think you had one on the menu before. Also, when you start the campaign, it's probably going to ask you to. Yeah, look at these logos. I recommend, like, ultra violence, probably, maybe Nightmare, depending on how you feel. Most start on Nightmare. It's, don't skip any
Against all the evil that hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them only you. Rip and tear until it is done.
It's like World of Warcraft.
Can't hold them off! I can hear them. Hold back! No! They're everywhere!
Casualties range into billions.
We must pray now. Pray that he is watching.
Please, anyone, if you can hear me, if you're out there.
Attempting to acquire the Hell Priest signal.
Nearly 60% of our planet has been consumed by the invaders.
We have the Hell Priest signal locked in. The target is marked, but the signal will not hold for long.
For it is he that they fear, not man, or his armies. They fear the mark of the beast.
Please help me!
healers until they're stunned.
Okay.
They designed the enemies to switch off the right when they stun. Glad you learned that lesson.
I have located the priest signal. I will mark it on your HUD.
The next one.
Let's chainsaw again.
What thing you hit it on? It's a big button.
Yeah. Oh, it's C, right?
Yeah. And you will walk through this stuff, but it's a lot of work. How it works then. You can turn these off and wait.
Ah, so it's
These are your weapon upgrade systems. Every time you find one, you can spend points and stuff to upgrade it. I recommend the sticky bombs then, because that will deal with the cacodemons. The cacodemons are gonna come really fucking fast. Doomslayer is literally as graceful as you are. See, like I said, those drone sounds, I said them in the first game, those were the USC drones, and they fucking activating the witch bomb. their punch is the strongest in the game. Like, even the Barons don't punch that hard. They designed it so you can't run up and right. Again.
of Earth has been reduced by 36.8%. There are 2 Hell Priests remaining.
That giant eagle is half the size of the icon of Sin in this game. And you have to fight it. See, it's interesting because on consoles, the interaction is actually click the right stick that you use. So, same thing. You also interact with sort of kills. Good, now you have both. It's going to be helpful because they're now not going to fuck around.
What does it say which one's which? That's fully auto?
Yeah. It's good. Yeah, punch that wall. Also, when you, my tip for cacodemons, when they open their mouth to fire, shoot a grenade in it. That will instantly stun them, and then you can glory kill them. That's the fastest method.
Muscle memory really not there. This really seems like it's a muscle memory game.
Oh, yeah.
So
that fast, huh?
yeah, I think we can go to break.
Honestly, this is the highest viewership you've ever had. I can't wait till I tell you the numbers on the right.
So, that's video games in 2020. Jesus, it's she came out in comes out again.
I'm not kidding. They use those mods where they spawn 1,000 barons on one map. That's literally their inspiration for Doom Eternal. You can tell.
Jesus, got fucking. She just jumps out of you. And you need muscle memory, like 5 different keys you need to check. So, I'm going to do now is I'm going to go static cutscene.
Silence and darkness inside your skull.
start to get in trouble.
I'm back. Alright, so we're back. I don't know. Put some dinner up real quick. And this is good. Oh yeah, thanks, Creature Next. Digging the music. That music just happens to be what's it called? Song credit would be "Trouble" by Archvile. It's off the DEFCON 28 official soundtrack. Because if the movie Hackers had a badass soundtrack, now let me tell you, it does. The fucking actual Hackers have an even more badass soundtrack. So every time they do a DEFCON every year, there's a soundtrack. There's DEFCON_music channel. You can check it out. Right now, from this current one, DEFCON Safe Mode. The music in the background's from DEFCON Safe Mode. That's Archvile Trouble.
Otherwise, it's DEFCON 28. You can torrent it or download it directly from their website.
So these are all freely downloadable, licensed.
Fun fact.
Permissible licensed stuff.
Yeah, fun fact, and then I'm going to go away for the most part. The opening for your show is actually one of the pieces of music I got approved for license for to use for the opening of the show, and it's called the Super Gore Nest theme.
Oh.
That is stage like 4 or 5, I think, in this game.
So one of the reasons why you have like that one same album gets played over and over and over again is mostly because it's licensed for retransmit. And I have like lots and lots of different kinds of music on my hard disk. A lot of punk rock, a lot of like more industrial, kind of all that kind of shit, and like, but it's not licensed, so we can't. We don't have like. So Twitch would generally let us get away with it, but like we restream on YouTube, and YouTube just, I mean, you know, YouTube's Google, so they're like a bunch of party kills. They're definitely a bunch of buzz kills. They said.
Make sure to shrink your camera.
Okay, so.
Jack is Jack, the co-founder, is playing Armand and Bruce.
No.
Yeah, he hasn't even played Half-Life 2, so honestly, if you're in chat,
I haven't played Half-Life 1.
Yeah, press W for win, because honestly, for someone who's going off like the equivalent of PC like 6 games to this, this is a huge number. Jack's whole thing is returning, so give him W's in chat. Cheer him on.
What's up? Alright, I gotta go check on dinner. I'll come back to this. We're not done! We're not done! Spicy demon disco.
This ain't my ninjas.
Tell him I say hi.
Yeah, I did. Everyone was like, oh, this is sensory overload. And I'm like, yeah, it's like being on the DEFCON floor. It's like being on the DEFCON floor. Past midnight, it's like the same feeling, the same smell. Are you shutting down or taking another break?
Take another break. Check out my fucking smell.
Let's start to fucking trouble.
fucking failures finally figured out they did it while they grab on my neck. These asinine assholes push me ever farther into isolation. I'm the anti-hero, nonetheless. You're the bit of bad guy, stewing in the shadows alone at best. Understand the anger, thought you gave it the brass ring. Face reality, you sold 2 copies, that was thanks to me. Tipping the hat, wagging the finger, listen up. You're a really bad rapper, I don't need to bring your past up. Anybody that knows you knows you're way too sensitive. I pushed you into the desk, you fell straight down onto the pavement. Brush it off, keep going at this rate of self-improvement, chum. You're but a decent record out and a dozen more decillium. I was busy making my personal Sgt. Pepper. It took you 2 years to make a record, never got any better. Rolling a love letter and your best punchline was like, hey man, your friends are so much fucking cooler than mine. So standing with the hands out. They want it down me, but still standing with the hand out.
Message from your sound guy.
Hey man, I don't care about your band. Don't give a fuck about your mic plan and how you played the show last night. Fucking grand. A regular Paul McCartney. Hardly any difference here between you and I don't know Pearl Jam. Listen up, I heard you in the bathroom throwing shade on the barkeep. The payout and the last dudes to take the stage while you stood outside on your cell phone taking Instagram photos of your PBR and ass. Cool. I get it, I've been there. The bit of musician sitting at the center of attention, slipping off, living pretty until the people stop coming. At a show every fucking week, and then heavy on the air quotes. You gotta blame the scene. Step back, look around. You're not a fucking martyr. You're not a helping hand with all that bullshit that you are. But sit in the bathroom and pout. Should've promoted the show harder. And when I
Alright guys, I'm back.
Quick question, what's more difficult so far, Doom Eternal or your trip to DEFCON in 8,000 degree weather on a motorcycle?
Yeah, about the same at this point. Yeah, this was pretty painful. A lot of learning lessons, a lot of... Oh boy. After that, I think I'm going to have a shot, one more shot of Jim Beam here. It's, you know, going back to Jim Beam, because this is definitely not a gin and tonic game.
Actually, if you play Doom Eternal in the future, I keep forgetting we have this.
Yeah. Oh. It's back in my punk rock days. It's
Demons.
Like, yeah. Oh.
The worst part is this is not even the worst alcohol we have.
Yeah, it's not the strongest shit we have in the apartment.
I just love that Radio Statler called that rocket fuel. It's not to like diss it, but it's like, you think that's rocket fuel?
Oh no, it's rocket fuel.
Don't go to a Polish wedding.
Oh no. The worst shit we have in the apartment is we have this shit. I haven't brought it to the Malort yet. I mean.
Actually, we have both of these, and one time on Last Hope physically we combined both of these together. Oh, okay. We combined both of these together, and I drank it and lived. Although I earned that after dealing with the Circle of Hope.
Keep your eyes on the ones and zeros, my friend, and being awesome at what you do. Thank you, Saint My Ninjas. You know, glory to you and your house, or whatever that dumb shit is. Just watching some Star Trek today. Star Trek's Deep Space Nine, best Trek. Basically, because you get to watch Captain Sisko. Well, Commander Sisko got promoted to Captain Sisko and loses his goddamn fucking mind. And that's one thing it raises. It's like, lose your mind, because he just deals... Like, unlike Picard, like, Sisko just deals with, like, real shit. Like, you know, he's heavily deep into some real shit. And
I heard Cisco. Where did they do their routers this time?
Captain, the guy in Star Trek, right?
Wait, they own the Navy now? I'm not surprised.
Something like that. They have a contract with the Federation, that's why.
Oh, okay. That explains everything.
That explains
Space
everything, right?
That.
Yeah. Cheers. So, yeah, I got my...
At least that's a lot better than those Kardashians and Kanye West.
Oh, God. Jesus, it's been a while. Fuck. So, because I haven't eaten dinner yet, can I go get some chow? Any last questions before I kill this thing?
Give me a moment, I'm gonna ready to stream.
Alright, so, let me go put this fucking music back on.
I have a question, can you...
Called you out, stood there shaking your head.
What?
Can you talk about, like, strictly, like, DEFCON 3, like, stuff like that?
Alright, so, co-founder, let's talk about who we are, what we do. We are a DCG and DEFCON group. So, we're part of the DEFCON Groups program. We are the one that meets up in Jersey City, New Jersey. Which, if you don't know where Jersey City is, it's one of those towns that's right across from New York. What we do is we're a meetup group, third Friday every month. Subculture Cafe, Newark Avenue in Jersey City. When that's not open, basically because we have a real IRL plague, we do it online. So we live stream right in this third Friday of the month, every on this stream, and if we are live, we try to simulcast this so everyone on the internet can get it. We're really trying to promote like technology and people just doing like more like computer shit and like hacker shit on like in New Jersey, because we started this group. Me and Cypock had like this idea because we both met each other in NYC 2600. So it's just we used to know there's a lot of fucking Jersey heads, like in North Jersey heads would go to like hacker meetups in like the city, right? But there was like no real meetings going on in New Jersey. So it's not just that. You had like NYC 2600. You had what's it called? You have like all the NISAC crew. You have all these like really famous hacker culture that people used to hang out in like New York City, but just like right across. And then people from New Jersey would come to go hang out with them. But nobody in the hacker scene ever wanted to rep New Jersey. And you kind of asked why that was, and like you think about like Jersey's kind of lame. It's just a really more sad, conservative, in all the wrong ways version of what's it called? And I mean conservative, like not the type of conservative that goes hunting and has guns, because like hunting is like a lot of restrictions on hunting, a lot of restrictions on guns. But like when it talks about like thumb up your ass conservative, like.
Okay, talk a bit about your show and then we're good to go.
All right. So my show, this is This is Archvile. It's a pun on it's obviously you can probably put two and two together. But this is I do like Arch Linux stuff. This is my Arch Linux desktop. I have like this super amazing battle station here with like 5 drives, 3 RAID spans, 2 video cards, and 64 gigabytes of RAM and an AMD Threadripper. So I go over Arch Linux shit. I go like all the shit I do, like all the scripts I do like all the like system administration and maintenance tasks I do, and then I also go into gaming, because like when you do it, it's like related. I mean, is there any good reason to like game on Arch now? There's no good reason to do anything. So this is kind of like when you do hard mode, when you show like kind of like all the nuts and bolts of like how do you actually like get games running on Linux. It's kind of like hackerish. You kind of have to like everything. Like I said, Doom here. This is not Doom Eternals is a Windows game. So I'm playing a Windows game on Linux. I'm playing a Windows game on Arch Linux. Itself, this is like a real hacker thing, because like this is like itself a hack. Even as much as you try to like bring it back into proper engineering, it's still a hack. So we talk about hacking. I talk about hacking as kind of like, when we talk about like answers, like Arch Linux is almost always the wrong answer. I mean, and like, why do you do Arch Linux? Because it's fucking hard. I mean, I can almost quote our former president, JFK, John Kennedy, when he says like, why are you relying people on the moon? He's like, you do it because it's hard, and that's the reason why you run Arch. It's a fucking challenge. I mean, you kind of live hard. It kind of like the tools like you need to do. It's a challenge. Like you get the nuts and bolts of like a Linux machine or something else. Speaking of which, they're sending like men back to the moon, and there might be a Mars mission. So I don't know. I also group with all the space shit. I think all that space shit is fucking awesome. So what's it called? This is our DEFCON 201 Twitch stream. So I do this one show. Cy Pocket, our co-founder, you're probably more familiar with him. Social media coordinator. He's the guy that's really good at social media. He does 2 shows, Crypto Barons and Crypto Barons and Master of Unlocking. So he does lockpicking shit. He's a member of Tool. One of our, we got a lot of good friends in Tool. And then he also does Crypto Barons, which is all about like cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency, love it, hate it. Personally, myself, I'm moderate. I think. So that's us. So right now, hopefully we'll expand more shows, do more programming. Like, what we'd love to do is just have us like a full-fledged alternate TV channel where we just fucking rock the most badass, like, underground, like, hacker shit from the fucking bowels from dirty Jersey. And, like, that's who we are. We like music, we like computers, and that's just, that's just what we do. Rock out, shoot some demons. So, goodbye and stuff. All right, peace out, peace out. Till next time, check me out, Archvile. Same bad time, same bad channel. It's the fucking Wolfman signing off.